I've got a great show for you guys today. We'll be firing the all-new BinTac MCAR air rifle. The MCAR stands for multiple caliber air rifle. Once you buy the main platform and whatever caliber you choose, later on you can switch the caliber out by simply switching out the barrels and a couple other pieces. Very easy to convert over to multiple different calibers. We'll be firing the BinTac CNC 335 grain 4.57 ammo today, and we're going to fire at 3 different ranges. Let me go ahead and zoom in at our targets so you can see this. We've got a lot of smoke in the air right now, so it's a little hazy out there, but you should be able to see what we're doing. Right, so the first target you see there is 100 yards, the second silhouette you see is 200, the third is 300 yards. We're going to go ahead and start out with the 300 yard target. We're going to put a round down there on that 8-inch kill plate. We'll move down to the 200 yard target. We'll put a round on the 6-inch kill plate on that silhouette, and then we'll move into the 100 yard target and we'll put a round on that 6-inch kill plate there. We'll be doing this without refilling the air pressure on the gun, and I have to take a little bit of time in between each one of the shots to let the regulator kind of catch up with the shot, fill the pressure all the way back up in the regulator to where I'd like it to be, and then I'll take the next shot. Load up our bullet and see how well we can do. Give me a second to get nice and steady here. I've got a pretty shaky platform I'm shooting from, which I don't like. There we go, look at that, right on the kill plate. Hopefully you can see that move out there. So there's our first shot out at 300. Let me go ahead and let the regulator adjust here, and we'll take another shot out at 200. Alright guys, so I've let the regulator settle just a little. We're going to go ahead and move into the 200 yard target there. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this right in the center. Boom. Nice impact on that. That's not a swinger, it's actually a metal disc sitting right in front of a cutout on the silhouette, so you could definitely hear the impact there. That's awesome. So we'll let the regulator now settle out here for just a second. We'll move down to the 100 yard target. We're going to put a round right there on that 6-inch kill plate on the 100 yard target. Boom, dead center. Hopefully you guys can actually see that impact point. I mean, dead center. That's how accurate the MCAR is. Just to end this real quick, I've got some air pressure still in there. Let's go ahead and throw one more out there at that 100 yard target. Boom. I mean, it is a 100 yard tack driver. I mean, it's amazing how accurate this rifle is at 100 yards. So I hope you guys will stay tuned here for a moment. What we're going to do is we're going to set up real quick on a 1,000 yard target. I've got a range that'll give me some good dust puffs, allow me to be able to see where my bullet's dropping out at. I don't think this scope, with the height of my riser, is going to be able to compensate for all the drop at 1,000 yards. I'm just really curious to see what the maximum range would be with your standard, let's say in this case a 4x16 scope. If I've got the scope capable of hitting accurately at 100 yards, what's the maximum range on this scope that I could pull out without having an adjustable scope base? So stay tuned here. We're going to take some shots at 1,000 yards and just to see where that bullet drops out at. I've got a target set up all the way down there at 1,000 yards, and I'm really hoping the camera zooms in far enough to actually see it. Hopefully right about dead center in the shot there you can see a piece of sheet metal aluminum standing upright in the road. And you can see the cairns that I've got stacked up, one there, one down past that, and all the way down. Each one of those cairns is at 200 yard intervals. That big pile of metal you see right there in the center of the shot, that is 850 yards. So it kind of gives us an idea of where this bullet's going to drop out at. I don't know if I can compensate for the full drop out there at 1,000 yards without a different scope mount. So hopefully we can get close. If not, we'll be able to see just how far a standard scope mount will be able to compensate for with the BinTac MCAR. Before the wind gets going here, let's go ahead and set up and get our shots going. So today we are shooting BinTac CNC 4.57 caliber 335 grain rounds. I am hearing a little flutter on the shots, so we may need to go up to a 4.58. So here we go. Okay, so I just saw the puff on the ground. The Karen right there is 800 yards. So I've got my scope doped all the way to the top. So it looks like without an elevated long-range riser, the best you're going to be able to get out of this with a 4-power magnification scope is going to be about 800 yards. But that shot was directly in the center of the road, right in line with the 1,000-yard piece of sheet metal. That's pretty neat. Let's go ahead and try one more round. Right at the 800-yard marker again. Okay, so it looks like the best I can do with the scope I've got right now, with 4-power magnification and doped all the way to the top of its range, is about an 800-yard shot. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed. Get out there and get your air gun on.